I'm trying to get
Am I good? I've been drinking this plain water. Yeah, I'm just saying right here. I've been drinking this water.
Want to know how to make an AI music video like this?
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Called it, finds his man on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Did Beagle really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have controlled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice move there. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum set.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Thanks to grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running back.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Turning it on. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Really gave him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Using his feet. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the defense was so close. They had done such a good job up to that point, setting up a 4th down. It looked like they had the QB corral, but they let him escape. That is going to be a coaching moment for them moving forward.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very active.
There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got it behind the line. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defender. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but you're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. From the gun, give on the inside. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Go straight ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still full. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for
that was cool how you tried to do that, though. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like it.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for good coverage on the back end.
Right here.
They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll rough one deep down the left side.
We own that.
It's picked off.
We own that Dion, baby. Prime time. Prime time return. Prime time. Let's go. Dude. Prime time.
Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is on.
Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Wow.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the... Going to be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Oh, they're after him. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they're getting dudes up front.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. May change this route. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop it short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep it.
There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shot saved the touchdown. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory, almost certainly, as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Back to pass, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Longhorns enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Snags it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Trying to run it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Okay, ready?
The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That was a good game right there. Good game. First loss of the season. That's the second loss. Yeah, good weekend. Man, they like to play that